touchline. Controlled beautifully by Rodrigo, looking to take on Gallen now. A couple of step overs from the Brazilian. Goes back towards Tchouaméni though. Now Rudiger leaves it for Modric. Modric again looking towards that right-hand side, then looks out towards the left and then pokes the ball with the outside of the boot out towards Mendy in the inside left position. He leaves it for Diaz down the line to Vinicius Jr, racing down towards the dead ball line now. Can he cut this one back? Just holds it up and loses possession. Sloppy from the Brazilian. Ball's gone out of play down this near side. It'll be, it should be a Real throw. It must have come off, must have taken a little nick off of DePaul. So it's a Real throw level with the edge of the Atletico penalty area down the left-hand side, which they've already taken. And Mbappe goes back out towards this near side, and Vinicius Jr back towards the number 21, Diaz, the goal scorer of the second Real goal, the goal that separates the sides at the moment. There's Luka Modric floating one out towards Vinicius Jr. Had to jump about 8 foot in the air just to keep the ball in play, and he did indeed do that and headed it towards Diaz. Diaz couldn't control it. It's out of play. It's a throw-in to Atletico Madrid, and there's a change being made here by Atletico Madrid. They're going to bring on Robin Lenormand for the last 20 minutes or so. Lille have got an equaliser against Dortmund. I said how incredible Lille have been in this tournament so far, getting into that top 8, qualifying automatically for the last 16. Well, I'll tell you what, if they can hang on to that 1-1 draw, they'll be favourites, you would think, with the second leg to come against Dortmund. Griezmann has been replaced for Atletico. It's Haraldson who's got the equaliser for the French team. It's Dortmund 1, Lille 1. It's still PSV Eindhoven 1, Arsenal 5 in the Netherlands. And Arsenal certainly will fancy their chances there with a 5-1 victory, I think. Just to put into context this Lille thing, they're 5th at the moment in the French league, 21 points behind Paris Saint-Germain, and potentially they could get through to the last 8. I mean, it's incredible that they finished in the top 8 of the table. That's the first thing to say, but certainly they've given themselves a good opportunity against Dortmund. Particularly if it ends 1 apiece. Real Madrid with possession. They've certainly taken over possession-wise since they got that second goal. And they are fancying a third, which could wrap this one up. Here's Tchouaméni, about 30 yards from goal. Back to Luka Modric, central inside the Atletico half, out towards that far side. Here's Mbappe now, 30 yards from goal. A little bit of skill from him to dink it towards Tchouaméni, who finds Rudiger. Rudiger's lining one up here again, and he sort of fell as he took his shot and got it all wrong, the German, and it's cleared out towards the far side for Atletico, and Alvarez will chase, and Alvarez has gone down in a heap over on the far side, wanting a free kick. He's not going to get a free kick, and Real Madrid have it again as Tchouaméni brings it over the halfway line. Now is Rodrigo, 1-2 between himself and Mbappe. He's worked his way over towards that left-hand side. Valverde's over on the far side. There comes the cross low, right-footed. It's put behind. It's another Real Madrid corner, and they're sort of hanging on here, you feel, Atletico Madrid. Things have changed. The dynamics of the game completely changed. And let's not forget that Atletico were on top when Real scored that second goal, but it's certainly not been the case since Brahim Diaz's goal. And it's another corner here for Real Madrid, which will be taken by Luka Modric from the far side. So a right-footed outswinger from the Croatian. Before that happens, the referee's having a word with Julian Alvarez, I think it is, and Rudiger. Actually, Rudiger's walked away now. In fact, it's not Julian Alvarez at all. It's the substitute, Lenormand, walks away now. Modric steps up, right-footed. Can he deliver here once more for Real Madrid? Comes in now, right-footed. There's the header, sails well over the bar and behind for a goal kick. And in the end, it was Asensio who got his head on the end of it from about 8 yards out, got right underneath it with his head. Well over, I think it came off his back actually. I'm not even sure it came off his head, did it? Just looking at a replay of it now. Just managed to free himself of the defender. I think it just bounced off his back by the looks of things. Behind for a goal kick. And Atletico have already taken it and they have possession midway inside their own half. They've got 16 minutes left plus stoppage time to try and get themselves level. As I said, 2-1's not a complete disaster for Atletico. Ball's got another player on the far side. But certainly if they could nick an equaliser. Arsenal have scored another one, I'm just hearing. It's now 6-1 in PSV. I know all the talk before the start of play was about whether Arsenal could score any goals. Well, they've got 6 tonight. A couple of changes here, a couple more changes for Diego Simeone. And Rodrigo de Paul, who's put in a fair shift, actually, tonight. And Pablo Barrios, they're both coming off in the centre of the park. And the two players that are coming on for Simeone are the number 9 and the number 10. So it's Alexander Sørloth, who did play at the weekend, the Norwegian. Did play at the weekend and did start at the weekend. And Angel Correa, the Argentinian, are the other changes. So just a reminder then, Correa, Gallagher, Lenormand, Molina, all now on. Just a one change for Real. Luka Modric coming on in place of Camavinga. Will these changes work out for Diego Simeone? He's got 15 minutes plus whatever stoppage time to add on to try and get themselves level here. The 6th goal, by the way, for Arsenal in that second half has come from Martin Ødegaard, which is his second tonight. So PSV 1, Arsenal 6 now. And Real with possession now, just outside the centre circle. I wonder how Carlo Ancelotti's men are feeling. Is 2-1 enough? Are they happy with 2-1? Do they want to try and push for the third? I think it's going to get to the stage maybe later on where if it is still 2-1, I think they might just shut up shop and just say, well, let's just take the win. Let's just hold out what we've got. Let's be tight at the back, be compact, be organised. And we've got a lead to take next week. It's still going to be tough, but it'd certainly be favourites, I think. Here's Vinicius Jr down this near side, fancying a run down the left-hand side. Is he going to cut this ball back? He goes back down the line towards Mendy, though. Infield to Luka Modric. And Modric goes square towards that right-hand side. And Valverde down the line to Rodrigo. Rodrigo now, is he going to take on the defender again? No, he's not. He goes back towards Rudiger inside the centre circle, who lays it off to Luka Modric. Scoops one out towards Vinicius Jr, just about keeps the ball in play and then cuts in field. Goes for the 1-2 between himself and Mbappe. It's cleared by Atletico, but Diaz picks up the pieces again for Atletico. Down the line to Mendy, infield to Luka Modric. Now Mbappe. Mbappe towards Vinicius Jr. It's not going to find him. And Atletico can clear, but they're struggling at the moment, Atletico. They're just clearing their lines, just clearing the ball towards the edge of the centre circle, and it's picked up each time by a white shirt. It's almost the complete opposite of the first half when Atletico were camped inside that Real half and deservedly got that equaliser, of course. And Real just couldn't clear the lines at that stage. Just floated ball out towards the far side of Valverde, who plays it back inside his own half to Antonio Rudiger. Leaves it for Modric. Modric running the show as ever. Lovely cheeky little back heel by Camavinga out towards the far side. Rodrigo now. Rodrigo, can he slip it through towards Mbappe? No, because good defending by Jimenez to get the ball clear and out towards the far side. But once again, Real Madrid pick up the loose ball, but Mbappe overruns it over on the far side and Atletico can clear. But what do? They clear it long to absolutely nobody, and Real have it again over on the far side with Asensio. Asensio forward to Rudiger. Now Modric just outside the centre circle. 12 minutes left here at the Bernabéu. Real Madrid 2, Atletico Madrid 1. This the 239th edition of the Madrid derby. At the moment it's going to be Real on 117 wins to Atletico's 59 with 63 draws. Unless Atletico can find something in this last 12 minutes, of course. Floated ball out towards this near side towards Vinicius Jr. It's headed clear and out of play. It's an Atletico throw. And this throw-in is midway inside the Atletico half down their right-hand side. They've got 11 minutes plus stoppage time left to try and force something here at the Bernabéu, or they're going to have to come from behind in the second leg against the reigning European champions, of course. Here's the substitute, Lenormand. Brings this ball forward towards the halfway line. Still got Alvarez up top, of course. Alvarez has been so quiet in this second half. He's barely touched the ball. Brilliant goal that he scored in the first half. Certainly the highlight of this match was that Alvarez goal. It was an absolute beauty. They have brought on Sasha Zorloff, the Norwegian, to try and add some firepower. Conor Gallagher's barely touched the ball since he came in. In fact, I can't think he has touched the ball. I'm sure he has, the ex-Chelsea man. Ball out towards this near side now to Molina. He is one of the substitutes. There's the ball down the line. It's a decent one as well towards Zorloff. Zorloff now. Can he get the cross in? No, he thinks better of it and just plays it in field. Cross towards the far post. Not a bad one towards Alvarez. Half-hearted appeal for a penalty as the ball hits the Real Madrid defender. It's cleared, but Atletico will have it again. Cross on the left-hand side is a decent one, headed clear towards the edge of the penalty area. This is better from Atletico, but whistle's gone. Free kick to Real on the edge of the penalty area, and that's another opportunity for Real just to slow things down, just to break up play. And we're inside the last 10 minutes. Just looking at that half-hearted appeal for the penalty. It was the cross from Javier Gallen. It definitely hit a hand, but the hand was down by the side. It was Tchouaméni whose hand it hit, whose arm it hit, I should say. Definitely down the side of the body. Nothing he could have done about that. As I say, it was only a half-hearted appeal, really. Real Madrid with possession then over on the far side. Midway inside the Real half, they go back towards the edge of their own 18-yard line. And here's Asensio forward to Luka Modric. Modric has got Tchouaméni towards his left-hand side. Decides to bypass him and find Rudiger instead. So Rudiger brings this forward towards the centre circle, then feeds Modric towards the right-hand side of that centre circle. Over the halfway line it goes to Rodrigo over on the far side. Back to Modric again. And Modric forward to Tchouaméni again. Modric gets it back immediately, then feeds Rodrigo over on that far side once more for Real Madrid, who are bossing possession now in this second half as the clock ticks down. I think they'd be quite happy to take away this 2-1 victory. It's been a tough battle, and for a good 50 minutes or so, they were outplayed this evening. But the way they've controlled the game since they got that second goal has been superb, and Atletico just seem to have run out of steam. They've offered absolutely nothing since Real got that second goal, which was completely against the run of play as Rudiger goes square to Asensio, dinks it forward over the halfway line. A little flick on, or attempted flick on, I should say, by Valverde, which has gone out of play. So it will be a throw-in to Atletico on the halfway line down the left-hand side for Atletico Madrid. We've got 8 minutes left for play, and Real, I should say, are readying their second change because Lucas Vázquez is going to come on for the last few minutes to replace Federico Valverde. Valverde comes towards the touchline. Second change for Carlo Ancelotti. And just looking to shore things up at the back. Not that Atletico have offered a great deal, of course, in this second half. They can still be dangerous. They were dangerous the other last week in that Copa del Rey semi-final against Barcelona. They were trailing by 4-2 around this stage of the match as well. They've been completely outplayed by Barca, trailing by 4-2. The game looked up. Next thing you know, it's 4-all. Atletico with 2 late goals to tie it before the second leg, which takes place next month. Throw into Atletico on the halfway line down their right-hand side. And it'll be taken by Molina. Swept out towards that far side. There's a little bit of space over on that far side as well for Gallen. Back towards the halfway line they go. 7 minutes left for play. Real Madrid 2, Atletico Madrid 1. Can Atletico force the issue here? Is Alvarez just outside the penalty area? Is he going to go low up towards that far side? Just runs it in the end, and Rodrigo can bring it clear. There's the ball down the line towards Mbappe. It's one to chase. Has he got the pace, Mbappe? Oh, indeed he has. Picks it up right in corner of the penalty area, and then he overruns it. Gets it all wrong, Mbappe. It's one of those ones where he pushed the ball on and then tried to run onto it by running past, sort of in a foot race against the defender, but he just got far too heavy a touch, the Frenchman. And behind it went for a goal kick, and Atletico getting on with proceedings as well. They going for one last push here, Atletico. You can feel it. The tide is just slightly turning. Real Madrid completely dominant for the last 25 minutes or so, but